today we're looking a little bit more at lines of symmetry. So let's remember the line of symmetry cuts down or across something so that if you have the two sides, they'll be identical, and if you were to fold it, all of the sides would touch, okay? You guys understand symmetry quite well. So today we're going to talk about it in terms of a slightly different word, and that's reflection. So if I say reflection, what do you think of? Most of you probably think of a mirror. And if you go in front of a mirror, actually I would totally encourage you to do that. Take some piece of paper. I'm gonna grab a piece of paper right now. This is your plan for what I'm teaching you. Take a piece of paper and draw something on the edge of it, and then go hold it up to a mirror. It will be reflected, and it will be as if where the paper is touching the mirror is the line of symmetry. It's a really fun thing you can do, okay? Let's take a look at how that will look on a grid. Today when we look at reflections on a grid, I'm actually going to draw on this grid now. So we're going to pretend that this line right here with my green is the line of symmetry, the reflection. So we're going to pretend like there's a mirror right here. If I have a shape on this side, then I'm going to see the reflection on this side. So let's say that I have a shape over here and I have a happy face. Where is my happy face going to go on this side? Well, what I can do is I can see how far is it away from my line of symmetry. Well, there's an empty box, and then I see my happy face, which means on this side of the line, I'm going to need to have an empty box, and then I will see my happy face. So this now is reflected properly. The big thing with doing reflections on a grid is that you're going to have to remember that sometimes there are blocks in front of the mirror. So there are empty spaces that have to be mirrored, reflected as well. Let's do another one to make sure you kind of understand what we're doing. All right, I'm going to draw a great big triangle. Okay, there's my great big triangle. How would I reflect that on this side? Try to explain it. Okay, so I see 2 points, and I only see 1 point is touching the mirror, which means that on this side, only 1 point is going to be touching the mirror, and it'll touch right down here, okay? Now I see this line goes 2 units away. So I'll draw this line going 2 units away, okay? So I've got that bottom line done. And then this line at the side is 2 units high. Okay, so I could do that, 2 units high. And then it just connects those 2 points. So I can connect those 2 points. Now I have a mirror image, a reflection of this shape. You can see there's still these boxes that are empty, that are mirrored, and then there's the spot where it touches. You're on page 163 in your book today, and you're going to start with number 1, where what you're going to do is you're going to very simply draw the line of symmetry. This is a lot like what we did last week. Very simple. Draw just one line of symmetry in these 3 objects. Then you're going to move down to number 3. In number 3, the dotted line is the mirror line where the reflection is, just like I had on my grid. You're going to show what the shape should look like on the other side. Remember, you have to still make sure you have the same empty spaces. So here's one empty box, another empty box, okay? Counting things out on the grid is going to be a helpful tip. Then you're going to turn over and you've got number 4. In number 4, you're going to reflect the shape in the dashed mirror line. So again, the dashed line is the line of symmetry where you're going to reflect the shape. So we're flipping that shape over and drawing it on this side. So let's see, beside the mirror, how many boxes do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so beside the mirror here, I should have 1, 2, 3, 4 colored in. And then beside that, I have 2 in the middle. So I'll have to make sure I have those 2 colored in as well. Again, counting it out very carefully is going to be key to getting this correct. And then, actually, let me just go back to this one very quickly. For these 3, if you want to turn your book, because that helps you think it through a little bit more clearly, that's fine. And in number 5, they have this empty grid here with a reflection line. You're going to get to draw your own shape on one side of the mirror, and then you will reflect it on the other side. So don't drive yourself crazy by making it super difficult, but don't just make it extraordinarily easy either, please. Challenge yourself without being insane. And then when you're done doing that, you can answer B. Are the shapes you drew congruent? How do you know? Remember that word congruent from last week? Congruent means they are the same size and the same shape, but you can turn them around if you need to make them the same. So are these 2 shapes congruent? That's all I got for you today. Pretty fast and easy. Have fun, and I will see you tomorrow.